Hey everybody, so today's video is going to be about the one-year Bible. So I do get a lot of people that ask me what I would recommend for a reading plan, or they tell me that they've tried to read the Bible all the way through in a year and they've never been able to do it. And this is the plan that I used years ago, and it was the way that I was able to get through the entire Bible for the very first time all the way through. Like, it's always a breeze to read the New Testament, but there's portions of the Old that a lot of people, they tell me that when they get to Leviticus and Numbers, that's kind of when they start falling asleep. So what's nice about this plan is it breaks it down into your daily readings, so 365 daily readings, but it breaks it up. So you're going to get a little bit of the Old Testament, a little bit of the New, a little bit from Psalms, and a little bit from Proverbs. So that breaks it up enough that you're not going to get bored through some of the sections that you had to struggle with before. So you can just print off the PDF, which I'll link in the description box, and then you can just simply scratch them off every day as you read. What's nice is if you have more time on one day, you can read multiple days. And then if you have a super busy day and you miss one, then you're still ahead of the game. So you can either do that, or you can just purchase a one-year Bible that's already prearranged. So this one's just a paperback New King James. I purchased this one on eBay. I have read through this one before. And I gift a lot of these. So these are ones that I tend to give a lot of people. So you'll be able to see when I show you this how easy it is to be able to read this, and it might take you maybe 15 minutes in a day, if that. So for January 1st, you would read Genesis 1:1 through 2:25. And then you would get to Matthew, and you'd read 1:1 through 2:12. And then we've got Psalm 1. You just have the first 6 verses, and then the first proverb and just the first 6 verses. So you can see right there that really is not a whole lot. This isn't a very big Bible. So I'll show you the day 2. You can see again that not a whole lot. So very, very doable. So if you have ever struggled to get through the Bible in a year, cover to cover, this method, I believe that you would be able to do it. And most people that I have shared this with, they've always come back later and said that they got through it in 8 to 9 months, and then they're just super excited and they just want to read the Bible more, and they just dig deeper into it each year as they go on. So you can get like just the paperbacks. There's the New King James that we just saw. You can get it in the King James. You can get it in the NIV, the NLT. You can get them in chronological. So this one's a New Living Translation chronological. You can also get just the one-year New Testament. So this is even easier. I like reading the whole thing, but I always read the New Testament more every year. So I do the whole Bible at least twice, and usually the New Testament anywhere from 2 to 4 times more as well on top of it. So we can see January 1st. So we've got 2 sides of the page there, front and back, and then, so basically like 2.5 pages. So that is not much to read at all. So if you don't think that you can get enough time in the day to do the whole thing, this might be an option that might work well for you. I love reading the entire Bible every year. You can also get imitation leather covers. I've seen this one in a few translations. So again, just the one-year Bible. This one happens to be in the NIV. But the beauty of these is all of the reading in these, with the exception of the chronological ones, which those do have the same as each other, but all just the plain one-year regular ones, all have the same reading plan. So if you grabbed the PDF and you wanted to use it with a variety of Bibles, because maybe you're like me and you have Bible commitment issues and you can't commit to one Bible, which I can't do it. Plus, I'm always prepping to show you guys more Bibles. So I use my reading plan through multiple Bibles throughout the year, and then I always stay on track. Another option, so this one is the one-year chronological, and this one's got the wide margins, a larger font, So I just did a review on that one. Great Bible, especially if you're a big note taker. And then one that I really like, and if you can find one of these, like if you can find one on Amazon or eBay, this is an awesome Bible. So this one is the 1 Year Study Bible. So not very big, as you can see there, but the beauty of this one is we have the exact same reading plan in there. But what's nice is you've got a little bit of study information as well. So you've got your same reading of Genesis 1:1 to 2:25, but then we've got the most asked questions to talk about what does the Bible tell us about creation. So it's going to go over different information about creation, which you just read in there, so that's very pertinent. And then when you're reading in the Old Testament, you're going to have a today's study for the Old Testament and then one for the New as well. So you've got a study on Matthew 1:1 through 17. So that's going to pertain to the verses that you had just read. And then it has the same Psalm and Proverbs, but this one talks about praying the Psalms. So these, again, are awesome. So if you can find a 1 Year Study Bible, I would definitely pick one up because these are just really, really cool. I've only been able to find a handful of these over the years. I've gifted a bunch of them, and this one, I'm just going to hide this one from everybody and keep it. So just because it is that cool. So again, this is just going over the 1 Year Bible and that reading plan, which I personally really like. I definitely recommend it. I know there's so many different reading plans out there, and some of them, I've seen some of them where you look at it and there's so much reading, because like I've seen one that was like you read through the Bible 7 times in a year. And working full time, doing my channel, trying to spend time with family and doing everything else that just life brings upon us, it would be hard for me to read that much in one day. But this is totally doable to break it down on there. So very manageable. I don't see that it would be hard for anybody. Even if you're a super slow reader, I think you can get through this reading in 15, maybe 20 minutes per day. But the average person, you're probably 10, 12 minutes. But just a great way to get through the Bible in 1 year. If you have other reading plans that you guys recommend, please feel free to leave them in the comment section so that everybody else can check them out and kind of let us know like what you like about that plan. And like what I like about this one is the fact that you have Old and New Testament, Psalms, and Proverbs. So you have a little bit of all 4 every day, and that for me just really works. So great plan. I'll have the PDFs linked in the description box, so if you're looking for a reading plan for 2020 and you haven't found one yet, just print one of those out and grab whatever Bible you've got. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.